Y'all should have already known that was coming. What's up guys, welcome back to Horsepower and Pizza. I got a quick one this week for Video Thursday. I could not bring myself to not post this week. So I'm gonna give you guys a quick garage update, quick update on the E36, the 435, and the new Power Wheels shifter cart project that I announced last week. I'm going to get right to it. So we are going to start with the E36. If you guys haven't been keeping up the last couple of months, I picked up this 95 E36 325i sedan back in March. The entire purpose of this car is to be a drift car. Booker and I have been spending many a weekend in my dad's garage, turning it from the clapper that it is into what's going to be a really fun drift car. I bought the car with what we thought was a blown head gasket. It turned out to be a cracked head. I've had issues sourcing heads. That head was cracked. I bought one from a friend, that one was cracked. He had a second one, that one was also cracked. So that's 3 heads. I had a 4th one lined up to pick up in Pittsburgh this weekend, and the kid just sent me a Snapchat yesterday, and that one is also cracked. I bit the bullet about 2 months ago and picked up another M50 from Dave Roberts from Sinister Drift Evergreen. As you saw a few weeks ago, we got that into the car, and the car does in fact now run. Before we even went ahead and pulled the engine with the cracked head, Booker and I went ahead and wired in this nice Amazon push to start panel. I've had multiple people message me and tell me that the engine start button being upside down drives them nuts. However, there is a reason that is upside down. The reason being, I am very OCD, Booker is very OCD, and our friend Oliver that also helped us wire that in is also very OCD. It should be right side up. It drives all of us nuts as well. That's why we left it like that. It was kind of a good meme, and we just left it that way. Now, a few weeks ago, Colby had filmed a video where they bagged his B7 A4 Avant. Colby filmed for me that weekend because I was away with work. He didn't want me to have to skip a Video Thursday, so good on him. That was huge. I had ordered bash bars for the E36 from Street Faction Engineering like a week and a half, 2 weeks before that, thinking that I could just toss the front bash bars on. It'd be a quick video, quick install. I very quickly realized that not only was COVID slowing things down, but they have a 12 to 16 week lead time on the fabrication, which I should have known because I work in fabrication, so I understand how that stuff goes. So you can expect Street Faction bash bars to be on the front of this, and I ordered them for the rear too. They should be here within the next month and a half or so. You may have heard me mention in the video where we got the car running that Adam from Pittsburgh that had the gray E36 that I let burn the tires off of my old E46 wheels. He got rid of the E36, but he still has my wheels, so I will be getting those back this weekend. So I'll have a matching set of 17s for front and rear. I want to run a 17 because Booker can get us junk tires from work, and most of them are 17s, so that's going to help us out. We got the car running a couple weeks ago. However, when we went to bleed the clutch, we were having issues with it, with the slave cylinder, and we thought that the slave cylinder might be damaged, so I did go ahead and order another one of those. However, Booker and I have not gotten around to putting that into the car yet and seeing if we can make the clutch work. I picked up dual caliper brackets. They're not on here yet. I'm waiting to pick up calipers and a hydro e-brake and some brake line. We will be welding the brackets on here. My same friend from work that is going to be helping me with the shifter cart project is going to weld the diff for me. But this car is so close. Drift Evergreen had an event this past weekend, and I'm so disappointed that I missed it. I didn't even go up to hang out because I figured I would just end up even more upset with myself that my car wasn't done. Plan is I want to get the car out at least twice by the end of the year, so we should be good to go. I plan on going to Carlisle in August, so we'll see. These stickers will be available with the summer merch drop, by the way. If you look really closely, the period is the outline of the OG Horsepower and Pizza logo. My camera died and it started raining, so I'm gonna finish the video in here. Once I replace the slave cylinder to the clutch, get the bash bars on, the headlights back on, everything runs, knock on wood. I need to throw some coilovers on the car, weld the diff, and run the hydro e-brake. And it's good to slide. I'm not going to overbuild the car. I'm not caging it right away. I'm not putting an angle kit on it right away. I need to learn to drive the car and drift the car properly before I spend all sorts of money adding all sorts of stuff that I don't need just to get out and make the car slide. Moving on, the 435. I have had so many people ask me if I still have the 435. For those of you that may be new to the channel and have joined since I bought the E36, I do have a 2014 BMW 435i. As it sits, it is stock. I have all sorts of parts for it sitting here at the house. I have even more parts coming for it. I'm picking up my wheels from Totally Baked Powder Coating on Saturday. There is so much that is going to go on with that car. It is ridiculous, and it's all going to happen fairly soon. I'm very excited to get the car back. Long story short, you can go back and find the video. I got rear-ended in the car last July. It wasn't too bad. The car was still drivable. To keep it brief, it was very frustrating. I'll get more into detail with it on another video. Drove it a little bit in the winter because it didn't snow much in Pittsburgh, and then January I moved. So the car has been sitting in storage since I moved, and with all of the coronavirus stuff shutting everything down, and it's just been a nightmare. So I cleaned out a spot in the garage for it here this week. I'm bringing it home, finally. I'm very excited. I missed the car. I love that car. And then finally, last but not least, the shifter cart project that I introduced last week. It's going to be a fun project. It's going to be a great, challenging project. Nothing too crazy, really. I do stuff like that for a living. I build whatever I get blueprints for, and it's not that hard to make your own blueprints for something and figure everything out. I'm excited to get into it, but I can't really do much more than the measurements and stuff that I did until some of the parts that I ordered come in. My friend Danny that's helping me weld it, we sat down the other day and we talked about material and whatnot for the tube chassis and everything. So I have all of that ironed out. I just have to order material for that. I'm very busy right now in my life, both on and off camera. So I'm gonna try to stay consistent with the fabrication and build of that. Maybe I'll have it done by the end of summer. I don't know. Like I said in last week's video, I don't really have a time frame on it, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I would love to have it done and be able to bring it out to Pittsburgh Car Scene Steel City Expo in September, but I know that we're gonna have a great time building it. I'm gonna have great videos. I'm gonna document the whole process. So if nothing else, stay tuned for that. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. If you ordered one of these hats, it will be shipped out by the time you see this video. So enjoy your hat. Thank you so much for your continued support. At Horsepower Pizza on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Be sure to like, subscribe. Peace out. Build it for you.